Hello everyone, friends boxers. We continue with the preparatory exercise on the pad. Watch and enjoy. Look guys, there are these kinds of punches that you throw from a push-off, that is from a straight line. They work well at long range. That is, when you have complete control of everything, you can quickly, invisibly, however you like, throw up your hands. But when you find yourself, for example, at medium range, and God forbid, if you end up at close range, what kind of punches will you use? Combinations. Well, of course, combinations. But how will you throw them? If, for example, with a straight punch, you get used to pushing through. You keep constantly pushing, cutting, while deliberately stopping, blocking, and so on, and so on and so forth. And suddenly you find yourself right here. There is a specialized preparatory training system designed specifically for medium and close-range fighting. So, it was developed in the Soviet Union. I don't know the exact date, but actually it was after 1975, which was when they first started teaching close and medium-range combat to children in schools. And the very first thing they explained was how exactly one should deliver a strike. There is this specific kind of circular strike, performed using a comprehensive circular system. So, for example, if you explain it at long range, it's like water, that is, from a long distance. This is educational teaching designed specifically for young children. It's a special kind of children's training. Honestly, I swear to you, it will help you. So first you make a large circle, then you draw a wide sweeping arc, and then carefully drive your hand in with a steady downward motion, a continuous turn, and a complete follow-through. That's how it looked. The hand was brought down from above like this, just so you understand how this downward motion works. The very first thing that you needed to do was to carefully rotate the circle using just one hand, all while making sure you were not moving your body at all. And then, at the very last possible moment, you must suddenly activate this powerful whip-like motion right at the very end of the movement. So your hand moves easily, and at the last moment, bam, it presses down without moving your body. 1. And at the very end, I started from right here. Ideally, of course, you should begin the process of creating tension about 10 centimeters before. But since you are just learning the technique now, you can try to form it somewhere around this point here. So roughly from here, your hand will start moving. So what is this? It is a kind of bypass. A bypass mechanism. Raise your hands up. So when you start from a much longer distance, you just slap with one hand, just swing one hand. And when you swing it, you don't do it in a straight line, but rather in a circular motion. These are hooking punches. They're all done in a circular path. For example, the hook punch, you understand that one too. It's also performed along a certain arc. That is, when you start to twist and untwist your body, you have this kind of movement. This is also for medium and close range. In the old days, there was a punch in the Soviet Union called the swing. That is, let's say, it was considered an undesirable punch. In fact, it was even banned in some places. The technique for performing it was roughly like this. So right at the very beginning of the move, the first thing you did was sort of to carefully hide your left hand from view. And while your hand is hidden, it is gradually brought directly under the trajectory of the object. Do you see my right hand now? Not anymore. Right, because if I make this sharp movement, for example, if I bring it in like this, sharply, so my hand has already moved away. And this part, the acceleration really, power. So it's a swinging motion, this part with a large amplitude. The kind that as if you chopped him down, this strike lands on the upper part of the head. It's best to apply it to the temple or the ear area. Well, you can't hit behind the ear, but if it lands on the ear, it's just a hurricane. That is also a widely recognized and popular modification. So right now, the very first thing that you are actually accelerating is your arm. In the second case, if you are already at a close range, it is crucial to understand exactly how the shoulder works. Because at medium range, and especially at close range, only this specific mechanical system will effectively work for you. How to throw effectively? how to pull back, how to spread your arms or move them apart and scatter them. This is all done thanks to powerful, well-trained shoulders. And they are also trained in a circular motion. That is, they are learned and practiced using a circular system. So in the second case, you move closer to the bag and try to throw with your shoulder. With your shoulder. Also using a circular system. As soon as your shoulder starts working. And once you have, well, the specific trajectory of the movement clearly in your mind, the arm, the shoulder, the whole body gets involved. And then you start working with your entire body. So these strikes are already being performed with a very small and controlled amplitude. That is, you don't have those levers anymore. You do everything with your body. Everything is done with your body. Both the shoulder and the arm move in a circular motion. One. One. One, one. Do you understand the task? Now then, let's see. I want you to give it a try first using only one of your hands. Now look, you need to move from the pad to this side so that you're not standing like this, but standing here. This allows you to see for yourself exactly how your strike is progressing in real time. In addition to your arms, you can also incorporate your legs by dipping down low to generate more power and stability. Bam, bam, bam. You can actually do it without even needing to use your legs. Let's go. Now then, let's continue. If you can maneuver it around in a circle like this, you can also maneuver it around in a circle from below in exactly the same way. There's just one thing. What you really need to do right now is turn your hand completely back toward yourself. Keep in mind that this is a specific training model for striking. So, you know, you can certainly do it like this, and you can do it that way too, but right now you are just learning the basics. So when you start slowly turning your fist, you can clearly see that my elbow starts moving directly toward my navel area. In other words, aim directly toward the navel, just like this. And when you strike in a circular motion, you really need to turn your hand toward yourself. That is, the movement is specifically toward yourself. If your hand goes over here, of course, yes, you can do it that way too, but right now you don't really need to do it that way at all. That is also considered a strike, but it's a bit different in nature. So moving from the top to the bottom, that is to say, you first bring your hand up from below, and then you can move it together in sync with your entire body. To properly activate this specific part, just do it exactly like that. And according to the very first method we discussed, using just one hand is quite enough. In the second method, you already involve your shoulder. Now you do it together with your shoulder. And the third model is when you do everything together with your whole body. You can even try to add a bit more dynamic movement, so that when you go in, you really and truly go in. When you hit the target, you really and forcefully hit it. I'll say it again. With this strike, your elbow moves out here. You don't need to keep it here. You twist your hand. See, the elbow starts to move around. One move, and it goes right here. We were always told that a powerful and effective uppercut, a truly proper uppercut, requires having the elbow pointing directly at the navel. Take a moment to focus on your form and try to achieve that exact position right now. So, let's begin very slowly. Start from below, draw a circle. Start from below, draw a circle, and again from below. Stop. Go ahead, slowly. Slowly, slowly. Let's do it once more. Oh, one more time. Now make a full circle. Don't rush. Stop. Once more. Look here. The problem is you want to hit hard. You really need to focus on slow, controlled movement. When you hit the speed bag, you might hit it hard and fast, but at first, it simply doesn't respond to you at all. Then when you start to work gradually, slowly, and very calmly, go ahead, try it one more time. Please, stand right behind me over here. Now look here. Here, you're forming the movement. Now you've started the circle. You lower yourself and carry it through. Watch over your shoulder and start moving your body. And here, you rise up. Does this look like a circle? Here, you carefully tuck your shoulder deep underneath to stretch it. and then so that it gradually comes out on the other side. That is gradually, little by little. So when you start very slowly working through this, you focus entirely on the proper form and execution technique, and gradually, step by step, you build up strength. The same principle applies to the speed bags. Slowly, slowly, slowly. And then, once you understand how it moves, you set it in motion. One, and you set it in motion. One, 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 one. You need to do it with one hand. Start it with one hand. That will happen too. You need to strike from the shoulder. Without the shoulder. And one. One. Trot. Go ahead. Oh, good job. You really got it going now. Next. So this principle of preparatory exercises, as I said before, is for the overall development of your punch. Here, it's more about explaining strength and inertia. But on the other hand, if you take a close look at it, this is an incredibly unique and highly specialized technique. So if you can truly master and perfect this particular skill set, you will become a formidable and highly impressive martial artist. Look, you can execute the move from above like this, or you can perform it from below like this. So whether you strike from above or from below, and one more thing, you can easily add them in from the side. Coming from below, then from above, and from the side. Again from below, from above, and from the side. You could certainly say that these are all circular strikes. All right then, let's get started. Now I want you to watch this very closely. Let's do it together, Sonia. Come stand here in my place. Now watch how you strike. So when you strike here, it's a straight punch that you end up doing. In other words, there's no circular motion. Here, you don't bring your elbow all the way through. And as a result, when you strike from here, the punch just doesn't come together. I'll say it again. Focus on the technique. You hit hard, that's great. But that's exactly where you burn out because you're putting in so much force. Again, calm down. Look, your first punch should be like a wheel. See, that's how it goes. Just like that. From here, you can immediately use that momentum in this direction. So you really need to make circular motions. Bam, like this one, just to make it easier for you. 1, 2, 3. With your body, with your body, with your body. 1, 2, 3. Because when you're standing close, your legs won't work the same way as your body will. With your legs, you won't be able to generate as much force as you do, for example, with straight punches when you shoot them out. Here, everything will go only in a circular motion for you, only around, only around. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Do you actually observe how I really put my whole body into it? See? 1, 1, 1. The same principle. Slowly, very slowly do it. What are you going to do with this? From top to bottom. There you go. Good job from below. Good job from the side. No, now bring it from the side, just like you do. Good job from below. Good job from above. Good job from the side. Great, go ahead. One more thing. Let's not hit too hard. You're hitting too hard. Do it correctly. Really control yourself so that you make a circle. That's it. Good job. Well done. Excellent. Excellent. Now look, it's already starting to work out. Now let's bring your legs to life a bit so that, for example, you can start moving toward him just a little bit. 1, bam, bam, bam. First, I need you to take a deliberate step back. Bam, 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 bam. Now take another step back. Bam, 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 bam. Are you starting to get the general idea of how this whole process actually works? And now, I want you to move very slowly. Just move very, very slowly and carefully, making sure you are being quite cautious as you go. Christina, watch again. When you strike from above, you make a circle. Your direction goes over there. So bring your hand in like this, so that this part goes downward. Because when you really dig in here, you'll actually be gathering and accumulating force downward, right over there. That's why your elbow shouldn't point straight. you really need to tuck it in just a little bit more. So that this specific movement, this exact one, finally starts to work out properly. Good. Once more. Stop your hand. You need to strike right here with downward pressure. Can you squat down a bit now? Oh, no, no, no. No, no, no. One more time. You need to squat down just a little. Just a little. Just a little. When do I strike? When you do. Chick. Squat down more forcefully. Even less. 1. The moment your hand makes contact, that's when you squat down. So you need to catch this moment so that your movement goes from top to bottom. Bam, bam, you see, that's exactly the movement. And at that very moment, I bring it in and start to squat down. Here is where I stop, meaning I freeze the movement. So that all the speed you've gained can be brought to a stop instantly in just a single motion. It's definitely a good thing that there's a pad there, right? Slowly. From below, give it. No, around in a circle. There you go, good. Good, well done. You're spinning. There. There's the handle. Well done, well done. Give it from the side. Just give it from the side. Gain some momentum. Spin yourself up, there you go, nice job. One more time, there. Now from above. Circle from above. Circle, make a circle with your whole body. With your whole body. There you go, there you go. Build it up. There. Now bring your shoulder into the strike. Look. So it's like a short lever. See, a short lever. So don't make it big. Short. 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 Concise. There. More shoulder. Look at me. This is how the shoulder actually moves. See, it's all simple. There you go. Can you do it like this too? Right? That's it, slowly, slowly. There. Rotate, rotate, keep rotating your whole body. That's it, rotate your whole body. Good job. Good, very good. That's it, now keep spinning and give me a beautiful twirl. That was a good job, great work. There will definitely be results. Lyova, you are an incredible machine. You're truly and absolutely incredible. Just look at me. Try doing it exactly the same way as this. And bring it in. You bring it in with this. Bring it in with your whole body. Use your leg. Help yourself. Use your leg. Help. Good job. You're doing an absolutely awesome job. Keep up the great work. That is looking really good. And just like that, bam. Let's do it one more time. But you see, you are still not quite reaching far enough. Now that's correct. Now from below. Same from below. Good. One more time. Excellent. From above and immediately from below. Once more from above. Good job. From above. From below. From the side. Good job. These simple and highly effective exercises increase your overall physical power many times over. So guys, practice and take this on board. Wishing you kindness and love. See you next time.